I admit that. Anybody in here besides me poor? I got y'all beat. I am broke. It is embarrassing. This is how broke I am. I'm so broke that sometimes when I get my Visa bill, I have to go and get a cash advance on the Visa card just to pay the minimum amount. I send them a little note that says, does this money look familiar? Being broke has made me kind of frugal. I've become a big old tightwad, not that I've had any choice, but I've come up with some ways to save money, and I'm going to share some of them with y'all tonight, kind of like a public service announcement from me to y'all. First thing, I used to always take my shirts to the dry cleaners when they were dirty. They were charging me like $3 per shirt. I thought that was kind of steep. So now what I do when I have a dirty shirt, I take it to the Salvation Army. They clean it, iron it, put it on a hanger. I go back the next day and buy it for 50 cents. Some of y'all are like, that's a good idea, honey. You got to start doing that. Tax deduction, too. I think I got being cheap from my dad, y'all. My dad is the cheapest man in the world. How many people think their dad was cheap when they were growing up? Right? See, that's the way life kind of works. When you're a kid, you think your dad is cheap. But then when you grow up and start paying for stuff yourself, you're like, well, heck, that Piggly Wiggly brand ain't as bad as I thought it was. But my dad's got y'all's dads beat. My dad is the cheapest man. My dad could pinch a penny so tight Abraham Lincoln thinks he's been shot in the head again, y'all. I'm not kidding. The only thing my dad ever tipped was a cow, seriously. If you're from the South, you know what I'm talking about. Don't try to pretend like you don't, because you know about some cow tipping. This is a true story. When I was a kid, my dad was too cheap to buy smoke detectors or smoke alarms or anything like that for the house, but he was kind of worried about us. So every night before we went to bed, he put pans of Jiffy Pop popcorn outside our bedroom doors. Y'all think about that for a second. People under 30 are like, Jiffy Pop, is that something you can put in the microwave? I don't care if I'm broke, I'm having a good time. How many people are broke but happy, just enjoying life? There you go. That's all that matters if you're having a good time. I think I'm always going to be broke too. And all my friends like already saving for their retirement. They've opened up IRAs and everything. My parents keep bugging me to do it. I can't do it. I know 30 years from now, all my friends will be retired and playing golf and fishing and everything. This will be me 30 years from now. Welcome to Walmart. Do you need a card? I don't know, I'm not that good looking. I don't even think I'm ugly enough to be a Walmart greeter. You got to be an ugly person to have that job. Got to have like one eye shooting off in the other direction. Drool coming out of the corner of your mouth. I don't want to work at Walmart. I tell you what job I would love to have, though, if I could have any job in the world. I want to work at a potato chip factory. You ought to be the guy that gets to eat half the chips out of every bag before they seal the bag up. Somebody has got that job. I want it. We all are a nice crowd. We appreciate y'all coming out tonight and hanging out with us. By the way, I'll go ahead and tell you, because I'm sure you're wondering where I'm from. I'm from a town called Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Have y'all heard of it for real? If you pass through it on I-95, that's where most people know it from. It's like the halfway point between Miami and New York, I think, Rocky Mount. We were just named like the 42nd highest crime rate in the country, believe it or not. But we just got a couple of good draft picks. Next year we're going to crack the top 20, I guarantee you. You know, it's funny, everywhere I go, people hear my accent, they make fun of me. They say, oh, you're from the South, you're probably stupid. I bet you're dating one of your cousins. And you probably live in a trailer and wear overalls, sit outside drinking moonshine, and that ain't true. My cousin broke up with me. Said she only liked me as a friend. I'm helping her move next weekend. Let me tell y'all something. I've been all over the United States, and there's dumb people in every nook and cranny of it, not just the South. And if you don't believe me, turn on your TV and you'll see how dumb people can be in about 3 seconds. I'll give y'all an example. About a week ago, I was watching Entertainment Tonight. They were talking about what the cast of Friends had been up to since the show went, and they showed Lisa Kudrow. She's got this new short haircut, and they had a phone-in survey question for people to call in and say which way they liked their hair the best, and it it cost $2 to make the call. The next night they had the results. 100,000 people had called in. That in itself is kind of scary, but it gets scarier. Of the 100,000 people who called in, 50% said they liked their hair long, 43% said they like it short, 7% had no opinion. Let me let that sink in for a second. Yeah, that means a summer in America. Are 7,000 people who paid $2 to call Entertainment Tonight and say, I don't know. I've been sitting out here pondering it all day. I have absolutely no idea. Thought I'd call and let you know. Stupid stuff. I see it traveling everywhere I go. Oh, I was in South Carolina not too long ago, driving down I-95. There was a sign out in the middle of the median in the grass area. I kid you not, it said, do not mow. Well, hell, I wasn't going to. Like I'm driving up and down the interstate looking for some chores to do or something. They must have some hard-working people in South Carolina got to put up a sign saying, do not mow the median. I can see some guy at his house on Saturday afternoon, hey, honey, I'm done cutting our grass, still got a little gas left in the mower. Help me get in the truck, I'm going out to the highway. Sometimes I'll be in buildings and see signs over doors that say, this door should remain closed at all times. Well, what's the point of having a door if you can't ever open it? You know what a door that has to remain closed at all times is called a wall, all right? I have been traveling too much. Oh, I got to tell you what happened to me. I was flying down here. I got into the airport down in Fort Myers. I had to go to the bathroom real bad. I'll go ahead and tell y'all I was doing a number 2. Sitting in the stall, all of a sudden the guy in the stall next to me said, hey. I said, hey. He said, how you doing? I said, I'm all right. He says, so what's going on? I said, nothing, just sitting here going to the bathroom. Then I heard him say, let me call you back in a minute. The guy in the stall next to me thinks I'm talking to him. Don't take your cell phone into the crapper. I want that's asking too much. Oh, mercy. You ever see somebody you hadn't seen in a while and wind up saying something stupid to them? That happened to me. I was home not too long ago. I was out at the mall one afternoon, bumped into this girl I went to high school with, hadn't seen her in years. We're having a nice chat, catching up and everything. Then I said, oh, you had a brother that was about our age too, didn't you? What's he up to now? And she said, oh, well, actually a few years ago, my brother killed 2 people in a holdup and now he's doing life in prison. What do you say to that? The conversation is ruined. I tried to save myself, and I was like, oh, well, tell him I said, hey. Flying down here today, I was going through airport security, leaving home. They were searching my suitcase. Y'all, they took my razor blades from me. Yeah, my razor blades. Have you seen pictures of the terrorists? Does it really look like any of them are shaven? If you got razor blades in your bag, that should be a sure sign. You're okay. So, oh, you're a shaver? Go sit in the cockpit. We don't care. Go ahead. Got through airport security, went into one of the gift shops. Guess what they have for sale? Razor blades! It's a conspiracy. They take them from people, shrink wrap them back up, sell them for triple the price. They're making a killing. I don't blame them for taking razors at the airport. Razors are about lethal weapons. They got razors with 5 blades on them. Guys, we need 5 blades on a razor. I don't think we do. I mean, for years they just had 2 blades, and that was plenty. But then one company came out with 3 blades. Another company had to top that with 4. Then another company topped that with 5. I can guarantee you somebody's working on 6. Then we'll have 7. Pretty soon John Deere's going to be making a razor. Guys will be in the bathroom every morning. Honey, I'm about to shave back up. I still just use a razor with 2 blades on it, and I'll tell you why. Because the way I look at it, if there's something on my face that 2 sharp blades won't cut off, it's supposed to be there. Sure. Ain't a hair, it's a mole. Just leave it alone. And I have to shave every day or I look like an idiot. Some guys look cool with some stubble. They get like a little Brad Pitt or Matthew McConaughey thing going on. When I have some stubble, I look like Otis from the Andy Griffith Show. I kid you not. Can't take anything on planes anymore. You can't take shampoo. You can't take conditioner. That's so stupid. Like the terrorists are sitting in their cave right now plotting out a massive cream rinse on all of America. I was flying somewhere not too long ago. They took my can of deodorant from me. They said I could use it as a weapon on the plane. Yeah, I could use it as a weapon against a terrorist. I would scare the hell out of them. Pull out a bar of soap, they'd probably surrender right on the spot. Be like, sit down right now, I swear I'm going to bathe you. They'd be like, oh, no. I would tell you anything. Just please don't touch my body with one of those evil cleaning cakes. Ain't no terrorists in here tonight, are they? What in the world just happened, y'all? Some of y'all laughed, but I heard some groans back there, butt cheeks puckering up. Was that not politically correct for me to make fun? Oh, bad comedian. Oh, Lordy. Oh, I'm ticked off. Y'all was paying bills before I came down here, y'all. My insurance premiums have gone up like 30%. They went up 40% last year. They've gone up another 30% because of affordable health care. Yeah, only the government could raise the prices of something and call it affordable, sir. And I have to pay for maternity insurance now. Yeah, me. I could not get laid in a woman's prison with a pocket full of pardons. But they're making me pay for maternity. Not just me. Every man, I don't know if you read the small print on your policy, every man has to pay for maternity. Women, even if you've reached menopause, you have to pay for maternity. Everybody has to pay maternity insurance. The government says it's because poor people can't afford to have children. Yeah, apparently the government has never been to Walmart on a Saturday afternoon, seriously. Looks like Honey Boo Boo met the Duggars up in there or something. I'm kind of opinionated, y'all. I have not officially announced my candidacy, but I think I'm going to run for president in 2016. Will y'all vote for me? Listen, it's going to be me or Hillary. Take your pick right here and now. Florida's always a big swing state. I will need your support, seriously. I'd be a good president. I would change stuff, nothing big, just ordinary, everyday little things that get on my nerve I would change. Like, for example, if you're sitting in traffic and you're kind enough to let somebody in front of you in traffic and they don't give you that thank you wave in their rearview mirror, you should be allowed to smash into their car. They should have to pay for the damages to your car, but they should not be allowed to get their car fixed. They should have to leave the dent in their bumper as a reminder of other people they're an asshole and should not be let in anymore. Another thing I would change, when you're at the grocery store, they should have 2 chances to scan each item. Boom, boom. If it does not get picked up after the second try, then the item is yours for free, all right? Also, when you're at the grocery store, if you're in the express lane and the person in front of you has more than 15 items, they should have to pay for all your stuff. Oh, let me ask y'all something about talking about shopping. Why are receipts so long these days when you go to a big chain store like a Target or a Home Depot or an Office Depot or any of the chain drug stores? I brought this to show y'all. I was at a Rite Aid back home last week. I bought one item, a toothbrush. This was the actual receipt that they gave me for that one item. I mean, look at that, seriously. Can y'all tell in the back there with the depth perception? It's like a yard long. I mean, I've done my taxes on less paperwork than this. Sure. I don't know the point of it. It's like a scroll from medieval times or something. Hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that on this day, John Floyd bought a toothbrush at the Rite Aid. He paid $2.49 for it plus tax. He got a coupon for $1 off on his next purchase and an 800 number to call to complete the survey if he has an hour and a half to kill. It's like the end of It's a Wonderful Life. Look, Daddy, Rite Aid says every time a customer makes a purchase, a tree has to die. That's right, Zuzu. Oh, mercy. Who's from the South, by the way? I know some of y'all are, some of you aren't, a few of you. I work a lot of cruise ships. I always ask people where they're from. We get people from all over the country. I know Southern people go crazy when they hear the name of their state mentioned. You mention a song, be like, woo! Other parts of the country, they might just clap a little when they hear this. Not the South, they go, woo! I think that's why we lost the Civil War. We couldn't keep our mouths shut, sure. Probably one Yankee soldier in a deer stand with a bullhorn and a rifle, like, who's from Georgia? Woo! Who's from Tennessee? Woo! Guy hiding behind a tree. Please don't say South Carolina. Please don't say. Who's from South Carolina? Dang it. Woo! They took out the whole state of Alabama playing some Leonard Skinner. Like down, 8,000 rebel soldiers stood up. Woo! Turn it in! Their last words were, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I just got a Southern GPS system. Did y'all know they make those? They're pretty cool. Because my old GPS system, I didn't like that lady's voice because she was just so boring and precise and monotone. Like, go north on I-95, 34.2 miles, then take exit 63, go left, go 4.6 miles. Your destination will be on the right. My new Southern GPS system, she's like, okay, you're going to go up yonder ways till you get to Billy Joe's house, then you're going to make a right. Now, if you get to the Cracker Barrel, you done gone too far, Shug. You can make a U-turn in their parking lot. Hey, get me a meatloaf and some fried okra while you're there. I love asking for directions in the South because Southerners will give you directions based on where stuff no longer is. Sure, they do. I was in Mississippi a while back, got lost in this town I was in. Finally, I swallowed my pride because men aren't supposed to ask for directions. But I pulled over in the parking lot. A lady was standing there. I rolled down my window and said, excuse me, ma'am, can you tell me how to get to the highway? She said, okay, you know where the Wendy's used to be. Does you really think I know where one restaurant used to be if I don't know where a whole highway still is?